This is Deck Masters, the show where we don't just play our decks, we master them. Today we are joined by Olivia and AliasV of EDHijinks fame. We're going to battle it out.
I'm Mia, and I think captures are really tough.
I'm Beezy, I'm not a robot, joined by a coned up Amber. We're the Nitpicking Nerds, sponsored by Neuroscape.
Neuroscape is a super cool tactical trading card game. It is awesome. We have been having so much fun, 1v1 or 2v2.
There's a lot of hype for this. The Kickstarter was funded in 5 minutes. Go use the description and check it out and get out on it for yourself as we go to our next sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you see any cool cards, any cool strategies that pique your interest, go to Card Kingdom and buy them and put them in your cart. And if you spend $50 or more, guess what? You get free shipping.
Card Kingdom has pre-cons, they have sealed stuff, they have supplies, they have singles, they have everything you need. Use our code because you love us and we love you. We're also sponsored by Dragon Shield, best sleeves in the multiverse.
Good sleeves.
If you use the code
Nerds.
at checkout, you can save 5% of your real-made tax dollars on your entire order, which includes new colors, amethyst, and amber. Not this amber, though.
That's the other Amber, which you can also buy on Dragon Shield. We get a kickback if you do that, by the way. Moxfield sponsorship, not yet. Later, you're going to get bamboozled as you always do. Please accept that with grace when it happens to you. And we have Patreon. If you want to see longer cut games, like the one we're about to play with Olivia and AliasV, you can go to our Patreon, unlock it at a certain tier, and then you get to see, like, if this is going to be a 30-minute episode, maybe you get to see the 55-minute with all the jokes and the goofiness left in. So let's get in and see what decks everybody's playing. I'm playing my Mizzet Reborn deck, but I also have Gigantha as my companion, and this deck plays exclusively multicolored cards. This deck is extremely mana hungry, and I'm glad to start with some ramp. My early turns are going to be all about hitting land drops and keeping myself alive to play my big spells.
I'm playing my Robot Son, Mendicant Core, Guidelight. This is an aggressive Voltron artifacts deck looking to get max speed as soon as possible and start copying powerful artifacts. I kept this hand because it has a couple evasive 1-drops and has the lands necessary for a turn 2 Mendicant Core, a key part of my strategy.
We're joined by AliasV, who you probably know from EDHijinks. She's playing Shattergang Brothers with a plan for good old-fashioned goblin beatdown with sacrifice shenanigans mixed in. This hand lets her reduce her red spells, make some little guys, and draw cards pretty easily, so it seems like a snap keep.
Our other guest is Olivia from EDHijinks and Commander at Home, and she'll be playing Galea, Kindler of Hope. This deck is all in on auras and equipment. It has 39 artifacts and enchantments. Voltron decks often want a way to suit up a creature and draw cards in the first few turns, and her opening hand has both, along with potential for turn 3 Galea.
Let's boogie. I'm gonna play Vivid Crag, and pass. It enters tapped with 2 charge counters.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. I am going to play a Seachrome Coast as my land for turn, and I'll tap it, and I'll play the Spectrum Sentinel. He has protection from multicolored, and whenever a non-basic land ETBs under an opponent's control, I gain 1 life. I'll pass.
Oh, well, get ready to gain some life. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play a Woody Footy.
Trigger. I'll go up to 41.
And then I'm going to pass.
Okay, I will Forest Elvish Mystic. Go ahead.
Okie dokie. Untap. Draw. Mountain. Ruby Medallion. My red things are 1 cheaper. Whee!
I'll untap and draw. An island for turn, and I'll tap 2, and I'll play my commander, Mendicant Core. He is a star 3, where his power is equal to the number of artifacts I control, and I'm going to start my engines right now. So my engines will start at 1. And if he gets to max speed, I can pay 1 to copy artifact spells. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing the Spectrum Sentinel over at Beezy.
Oh, you're going to force me to fetch. I will fetch.
Sure. What are you getting?
Don't you worry about what I'm getting.
I have to. What do you mean?
It's my job to worry.
I'm always worried. He's attacking for 1.
No, what is he?
Oh, he's a 1/2.
No, what's his name?
Oh, sorry, Spectrum Sentinel.
Thank you.
It's like
Got
every
there.
question she didn't want.
I'm sorry.
We'll get there.
What'd you get, VZ?
I'm going to get a tapped Jetmir's Garden.
Okay, I'm going to go up to 42.
I warned you, but yeah, I'm going to take 1, and I'll go to 38.
I'm going to go up to 2 speed now. And then after that, I'm going to pass for turn.
Cool. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play a little Scrubland. You're going to gain some more life.
I will go up to 43.
I'm going to play a Lotho. This is collusion. I have Lotho, Corrupt Sheriff, and I'm going to pass.
I'm gonna play a Plains, and I will throw down SRAM Senior Edificer. And that's it.
Okay. I have drawn. My red things are cheap, so I will pay 1 for a Dark Dweller Oracle, and another 1 for Dragon Fodder, which will make me 2 1/1 Goblin tokens.
Okay, that will trigger Lotho. I go to 37 and make 1 money token.
You're welcome.
I'll untap and draw. I'll play a Dark Hour Waste as land for turn. I'll pay 1, and I'll play this Siren Storm Tamer.
Susie! That's her name,
And-
by the way.
I'll play 2, and I'll play Bessie, the Doctor's Roadster.
I will lose a life. and make a treasure.
I am going to crew Bessie with these two because it says crew 2, and I'll move to combat. I am going to swing Bessie over at Olivia, and I'm going to swing Mendicant Core over at BZ, and I'm going to make Mendicant Core unblockable.
I'm going to take 3 Mendicant Core damage.
My speed will go up to 3 now, and then I will pass.
Okay, nothing to do now but gain you some more life. I am going to play a Polluted Delta.
Trigger.
Speedy Gonzalez. Oh god, busy. You're just giving her all the life, man.
I'm sorry. I'm going to
You're
crack
not,
it.
because you keep doing it.
Well, I'll make up for it. I'll go to 32, and I'm going to get a basic island.
I love them.
He's just killing himself here, man.
I'll be gone soon. Grab this island. I will just pass to Olivia.
I will Flooded Strand. I'm gonna find an island
Okay.
and play out Galea.
I'll trigger and go up to 45.
Pass.
And land, please. I didn't keep a 2-lander. No. It's fine. Skull Clamp. I'm going to chew on one of these goblins to draw some cards.
Bye, buddy.
What am I doing? Bye. I'll draw 2 cards.
That's got to be a land.
Son of a...
I'll untap and draw. I'm going to play Minas Tirith as land for turn, and it comes in untapped. I'm going to crew Bessie. So Bessie is a creature now. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to send Bessie over at BZ. I'll send Mendicant Core over at Italy. Mendicant Core cannot be blocked this turn. So we are at max speed now. Pay 3 for Scrap Trawler, and I'm going to pay 1 to copy it.
Yeah, that max speed reward is pretty real.
And then after that, I'm going to pass for turn, and I'm going to draw a Scrap Trawler.
I think we can all agree that Mia is the threat. So the only thing that makes sense is to gain her some life. I will. Instead, I'm going to play Cosmic Rebirth to bring a fetch land back,
Trigger.
and I'm going to gain 3 life. So I'll go to 32. But I'm going to go to 31, and I'm going to fetch for a Triome, which does gain you a life.
Trigger.
What are you doing?
I don't like what I've become. I'm going to grab my Triome, and then I'll untap and draw. All right, I will play a Tundra, which is notably not a basic land.
Trigger. Up to 48.
So I'm going to play a card, and then you let me know what you think the most annoying thing on Mia's board is. I'm going to play a Hostage Taker.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to go after Bessie.
Sure.
Ooh.
I'm going to lose 1 because that's my second spell, so Lotho gives me a treasure. Bessie's going to be here, serving me now, and that might be all for now. I will just pass to you, Olivia.
Since I built this deck as a pseudo Voltron deck, hitting Bessie is not that great for me. Making Mendicant Core unblockable is a very important part of my game plan, especially since he could get gigantic so quickly.
Yeah, so whenever I have the choice, now that I've played against this deck a couple times, of killing the thing that makes Mendicant Core unblockable and Mendicant Core itself, I actually just always take out the unblockable thing because Mendicant Core is so easy to recast.
Okie dokie. I will play this forest. Pay 1 and cast Colossus Hammer off the top.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It will also auto attach, so I'll just put it on my commander.
Seems good.
I'll draw a card here. Before I do, I'm going to look at the top. Okay, well, that sucks. Do that. Pay 1 to play an attached Shadow Spear.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
When you do that, I'm going to lose a life and go to 29 and make a money.
Hey, Mia. What's up, girl? I'm going to look at the top card of the library. Stream trigger, sorry. I'm going to use this planes to play a Soul Ring. And then with these last 2 green, I'm going to put Lion Umbra on Galea. I'll draw this top card. Let's see. So 11, 14, 18 coming at you with Galea.
Okay. It's probably not the best move, but I probably will absorb. I'll absorb it with at least 1 Scrap Trawler and take
Okay.
A measly 16.
I'll go down to 30.
Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry.
That's commander
54.
damage.
18 stuff. Fun. I think I've done enough. I'll pass. I helped.
Am I still a threat, BZ? Just curious.
Look, things have changed.
Yeah, because the
pretty.
cannon's aimed at you right now.
I found a land. We can participate.
Yay!
I'm gonna cost big score. I will discard a card. City on Fire, because I'm not gonna be costing that anytime soon. I will draw 2, make treasures. Yay, land! Woo! I mean, yes. Treasures. General Kreetz, the Boltbringer. Whenever one or more goblins attack, I make another goblin that's tapped and attacking. And when another goblin enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
That is a
That's
spell,
fun.
so I will lose a life to 28 and go to
That's
4
funny.
treasures.
I'm gonna boo, and then I get another little guy that enters. So there's 2 of them
That's
now,
one?
and then you each take 1.
Okay, so I'll go to 52.
Yeah.
I'll go down to 31.
There you go. I
I'm
have
at
2
27.
goblins.
All self-inflicted, by the way.
Yeah, that's my turn.
I'll untap and draw. I'm gonna play this deserted beaches land for turn, and I think I can actually hang out this turn and pass.
Nothing at all. Untap draw. Let's go to my life gain phase for Mia. I'll play a Triome.
Trigger. Up to 32.
I could be responsible or super greedy. So we're going to definitely be super greedy.
I was like, when are you ever responsible?
We'll find out. I'm going to play OG. I'm going to scry 2 and gain 2 when she enters. And I'll go to 29. All right, I have 1 top, 1 bottom, and then I'll cast my second spell. I'm going to just go even on treasures and lose a life now. That'll put me at 28. I'm going to cast Ruby, Daring Tracker. She's just a mana dork, but that does trigger OG, so I will flicker, or at least attempt to flicker, my Hostage Taker.
Oh, gross.
And I'm going to go for the greedy play, which is not to exile Galea and to instead try to exile Shadowspear.
Interesting. Yeah, I can't stop that, so.
We're not gonna stop the whole party, you know, just one of the attendees. All right, I will tap a mana and I will cast said Shadowspear with Hostage Taker. So I'll pay 2 mana, equip to my good friend Lotho. So Lotho's a 3/2 trample. AliasV, I'll attack you.
Hey, his enemy. I'm not
3/2
gonna
trample.
block.
All right,
3-2. I'll go to 34.
I am back up to 31. I gotta make up for Lotho taxing me, and then I'm gonna pass.
You don't.
Interesting. Galea says, take a look at the top. I'm going to cast Sword of Wealth and Power. I will pay another 1 for a Basilisk Collar. I cast an equipment.
And second spell, I will lose 1 life. Go to 30 and make a treasure.
Cast Holy Avenger off the top and attach it to Galea. Holy Avenger gives Galea double strike.
Interesting.
And whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, not to a player, combat damage, I can put an aura card from my hand onto the battlefield attached to it.
Oh, okay. So 17 double strike coming at me. I think Ruby. I was gonna say she served her purpose, but she hasn't done anything. But she's gonna make her purpose now.
She's
by chump blocking.
keeping you alive.
She's gonna super duper die.
Draw from Strand, sorry. There. It's entering tap, so nothing changed.
Okay.
Trigger, I'll go to 33.
Forest. Yay, land. For 1 red mana. A Runveld Horde Master. He's a lord. +1/+1 to all my gubbos. Everyone takes a ding from General Crete.
I will go down to 32.
When this or another goblin dies, exile the top card. If it's a goblin creature, I can cast it until the end of my next turn. I'm going to play Fanatical Firebrand, and we're going to have an Ixalan 1 drop off. So I'm going to... He'll enter. You guys will each take a ding. Ding, ding, ding.
I'll take an extra
then-
ding. Go to 27 from Lotho.
31.
50.
Yeah. And then Fanatical Firebrand is going to target Susie, the Storm Tamer.
Okay.
So this will die. This will exile the top card. If it's a goblin, I get to cast its Temple the False God, which would have been fantastic, but no. I'm going to move to attacks. And I'm just going to yeet my small goblins into the abyss. Okay, so just 2 little 1/1s coming at you then. I'm going to make another one. You guys will all take a ding.
Sure, so I go to 49 and both your goblins die?
There are 2/2s now, sorry.
Oh, okay. Alright, one of your goblins die.
Okay. Rundvelt will trigger. I'll exile. It's another land. Equip my Skull Clamp onto my Dark Dweller Oracle. That's me.
Okay, on end step, I am going to pay 4 with a reduction of 3. I'm going to reality heist. So I'm going to look at the top 7. Off of that, I'm going to show you a Canine Mark 1, and I'm going to show you a Soul Guide Lantern.
Nice.
And then I'll go to turn. 1 with a copy, and I'm going to play Silver Raven and a little friend. Silver Raven Part 2. When he enters the battlefield, I'll scry 1 twice. I'll put that on the bottom, and I'll keep that guy on the top. I think I can still hang out, and I'll pass my turn.
Hey, untap. I'm going to play a taunt from the Rampart. It says,
Nice.
goad all creatures your opponents control, and they can't block until my next turn.
Ew.
Which feels relevant, which maybe kills somebody.
Wow. That's mean.
I'll counter it.
Is that just straight up counterspell?
That is straight up counterspell.
Well, that's mean. It will not resolve.
I was going to
will-
have some fun with that.
All right, I will tap 3 treasures, and I will play my second spell, which is going to be Mr. Teferi Time Raveler. That's going to trigger my Lotho. I'm going to go to 25. And it'll also trigger OG, which will flicker Hostage Taker.
You are up to no good, sir.
I am officially up to no good. That's definitely true. I think I will go after Colossus Hammer this time. All right, I have Hammer, but I probably won't be equipping Hammer. I will cast it. All right, so I'll -3 him just to get a bounce. All right, let's go like very middle of the road. I will bounce the Silver Raven token and draw a card.
Wow, you're really bad at targeting, huh?
Wow.
Maybe someday I'll get it down. But I am going to play a land. I have a Plains. Let's go to combat. Alia, I'm going to send this 3/2 trample Lotho at you.
Okay, I will trade.
4/2. So you will take 1 trample, and I will gain 3. Go to 28.
Go to 33. I get those. 1, 2. Nice.
All right, there's no more Lotho. He can't hurt me anymore.
Remember this. I helped you.
I'll just pass. So I really thought this taunt from the Rampart was going to resolve, and it kind of destroyed my entire game plan. And I know that looking back on this turn, it looks like bad sequencing because I should have cast a Fairy first, and then it would have 100% resolved. And I do think that I should have done that. I did have a better follow-up planned if it did resolve and I could play something else afterwards that was better for me. But I think my whole game plan was building up to this moment. This is the reason I haven't been destroying Galea and have been leaving this stuff in play and trying to just take out the equipment so that I could force Olivia to kill another player or force another player to kill Galea. It just didn't work out that way, and I think I did almost everything right, and I should have just played Teferi first to be safer.
This counterspell has been rotting in my hand for a hot minute. Nothing else has been scary enough for me to counter because it wasn't coming at me at least 100% of the time, and this was the only one where I was like, okay, well, Olivia's coming after Beezy. I will be dead if it tries to swing at me, if Galea is coming at me, so I have to counter this and hope it goes for Beezy instead.
Look at the card. This is my right. All right, Breeding Pool and Forest to Springheart and Tuco on my Elvish Mystic. I cast an Aura. I'll draw a card. I'm going to pay 2 to play out Blade of Selves and attach it to Galea. Myriad. I will play Dreamroot Cascade.
I will trigger and go up to 31.
I'm going to play out Loxodon on Warhammer from the top. +3/+0 trample lifelink. I will finally attach Basilisk Collar to Galea. Yeah, lots of good words. I'm going to move to attacks and attack Beezy.
Oh, okay. So it's 20, right?
Yeah, it's 20.
I will just take 20. I'll just go to 8.
Whee!
And,
I will gain 20.
Farts.
I will put an aura from my hand onto the battlefield. It will be Dog Umbra. So Pate Latourne for me.
Olivia's out for blood.
He took my things.
Sure did. So, hey, Beezy.
What's up?
You're in a bit of a pickle there, right?
Ailey, leave him in a pickle. Let's make this girl game.
Yes?
I like
Okay.
the sound of that.
All right.
Can I help you?
I want to kill Teferi, so I'm going to send
Human
my 2
resources?
goblins. And the third one that'll enter. So you guys will each take a ding from General Crete when my goblins
Yeah.
attack.
7.
I'll go to 30.
And I'm killing Teferi.
You certainly
Yes.
Because I would like instant speech shenanigans. Play Path of Ancestry, it'll enter tapped.
Trigger.
And now that I have
up
the
to
ability to
31.
do instant speech shenanigans, I will pass the turn.
I'll untap and draw. I'll pay 1, and I'll play Canine.
Rough.
And I'll pay 2, and I'll play Soul Guide Lantern copied.
are. 2 Soul Guide Lanterns.
Yeah, I don't know. When in doubt, go Beezy for.
Very true. So you have 2
Yeah.
targets. Do you want it? So I have Lotho and Ruby as the only creatures. You could hit my fetch lands if you think I'm going to get those back. Taunt from the Rampart.
I want
don't-
Taunt from the Rampart gone. I don't trust you not to be able to bring that back.
All right, so 1 and maybe just like Teferi, just in case.
Sure, I'll exile to Fairy.
Get him out of here.
After that, I will send it.
Send it to me.
Yeah, send it to you, Beezy.
All right.
So I know I'm like off to the races in this game and I had a really good start, but there are a few turns where I actually pass and do nothing. One of them is that I do keep up counterspell for things like Taunt from the Rampart, which I'm very happy to have that access. But another one is that I'm just not drawing that many cards. The only real card draw I have is Reality Heist, where I don't find much. I only find Soul Guide Lantern and I find Canine, which is good for the game plan of hitting people with Mendicant Core, but it's not that great for refilling my hand and having answers. And just Soul Guide Lantern overall is, it's whatever. It cycles itself, which is good. But I'm not finding much other card draw. The only other card draw I have is Munis Tirith. But with Galea out on the field, and I already have so much commander damage marked on me already, I need to keep blockers just in case it has like Menace or something, or where it's like, okay, if they remove one of my blockers and I get a little frisky, swing with a couple things, they remove one of my blockers, I'm dead instantly. I'm playing very cautiously at this point, so I don't get that extra commander damage marked on me.
Yeah, and this could be a case where maybe your deck is lacking a few card draw spells, but if that was the case, you just go to moxfield.com and it'll tell you how many card draw spells you have, because you can tag individually every card in your deck if you want, or only a few, then sort by the tags. And if you say sort by card draw and you see you only have 6, wait a minute, now I need to upgrade that. I'm sure your Mendicant core deck is perfect and you just got unlucky. But if you have decks that struggle with that, Moxfield's the best place to build them.
Moxfield is the best place online to also be looking at other people's decks. If you want inspiration from BZ's deck, my deck, or anyone else's who's on Moxfield, you can go to their profile, click it, and you can even duplicate their decks and then switch out the cards that you like.
You can also find all of those in the description of this video. I got some work to do.
Yeah, you do.
I'll draw a card. I'll kick things off by paying Wooburg for Niv Mizzet Reborn. Can we go perfect? All right, we've got a Kalane, a Klauth, a Renegade Rallier, no, Planar Genesis, Iteration, Kolagod's Command, Scarab God. This is a lot of cards, though.
Yeah,
So
nice.
lands are whiffs. We are going to be taking 6 of these 10 cards. I'll tap 2, and I'm going to play Expressive Iteration. That is my second spell. So I'm going to try to flicker Hostage Taker once again. Is that cool?
Sure.
No.
Okay, this time I have to exile Galea herself. Maybe send her back to the zone. Right, then I have to resolve Expressive Iteration. Top 3. Put one into my hand. I'll exile a Bayou because I need to gain me a life.
Of course.
The other on the bottom, I'll play a Bayou to gain you some life.
Thank you. I'll go to 32.
Just doing my part. Right, then I'm gonna probably just ship it. I have to discard to hand size. So I will lose this Renegade Rallier. All right, Olivia.
All right, that's fine. All right, I'll play Sea of Clouds.
Gain a life for me.
33?
All right, I'm gonna attempt to bring Galea back.
I will not
Right.
stop you.
No response from me.
No response.
I'm sending a message with SRAM, Senior Edificer. I'm going to attack BZ for 2.
Oh,
Well, I can't afford to treat this as anything other than another lethal attack. So I'm going to let's block with Hostage Taker. Final answer.
Okay. Before damage, I will play Battlefield Improvisation.
wee!
I have been wanting to play this for millennia. So target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If that creature is attacking, I may attach any number of equipment I control to it.
I'm gonna respond.
You're a monster.
A stinky monster. I'm gonna make a blue and a black, and I'm gonna try to counter Squall it. It says counter a non-creature spell, and its controller loses 2 life.
Oh, rude.
Mia, I'm beating him into the ground. You have nothing?
Look, I have 2 cards and neither of them are counterspell. I only run, I think, 3 counterspells in this entire deck.
That
I
means
don't-
there's 2
I
left,
already
and they
used
should
one.
both be in your hand right now.
I already used one.
All right, sure.
I'm stinky.
You saved your life.
All
For
right.
now.
So you lose 2 life from the
Sure.
counter spell.
I'll
I'm sure
go
you-
to 64.
Bye, Sram.
I got no tricks left. I'm tapped out.
All right, second main, I will play a Llanowar Elves. And pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm going to tap all 4, cast Collector Company, and hope the top of my deck is nice to me. Just got 1. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord.
Well, it still deals 1 to me.
Yep,
Give it a 6.
sure does.
I'll go to 32.
Alright, untap, draw. Right, mountain, land for turn.
Killing BZ, duh.
Why though? He's like on the brink
No.
of death.
Yeah, that's why you kill him. Why let him suffer? That's cruel and inhumane.
As a YouTube comment once said, a strong breezy will knock him down.
Yeah.
Also, since when do you not want to eliminate people from the game?
That's true. Pay 3 for a red cap gutter dweller. I get to do the scry thing.
Rats.
I'll go to the bottom, yeah.
That's rat guy, right?
I think it's one of
Yes,
you rat guys.
that is a rat guy.
Is that,
that is
3
a-
creatures entering?
Yes. So
5
we
Go
each
to-
take
Go to
3.
3.
29.
Whee! Ding 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 ding.
You
ding.
could have had a fast, expedient death.
I'm gonna put skull clamp on one of the rats. Eat 1, draw 2. No man, skull clamp, where you going? You stay. And because I'm feeling cheeky, I'm gonna try and kill Beezy.
It's the cheekiest thing you could do.
These 3 attacking BZ, I get another friend, so it's 4 attacking you. You take a ding from Crete, and you're at 2.
Down to 2 from that.
I will be at 28.
All right, well, I will do my due diligence as a Magic player, and I will at least block 3 of the gobos, but the 4th one is going to connect, and that means I'm dead.
Yay! I like killing people for easy things. Alright. So one of them dies.
Does that mean I get Bessie back?
The ruling on hostage taker is that they just get exiled.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you do. Another goblin died, so I'll exile top card of my library. If it's a goblin, I can cast it. Oh, it is a goblin! Yay! Oh, that's wonderful. Do I want to play that now? I do. I'm gonna play that now. I can pay it for the 1 red. So Goblin Crater Maker's here. This is the one that can destroy a colorless non-land permanent. Okay. Sick! Yay! Goblins, go! That's my turn.
End step, I'm going to sack one of the lanterns to draw a card. Let's see what we got here. You know what? I'll probably just do it again. I'll go in here. I'm gonna untap and draw. I might pass, actually. Yeah.
Command tower.
Oh, trigger.
I'm attaching Basilisk, Collar, and Sword of Wealth and Power right now.
I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna swords Galea.
In response to that, I will flash out Celestial Armor on her. Gives her indestructible and honks proof.
Okay.
In
cool.
response to that, I'm going
Oh.
to pay 4, convoking out Pylon to destroy Galea.
You're so annoying.
Thank you.
Well, who's making all your tokens?
Who's making the tokens? It's this
Or-
guy.
And who's pinging
Crete.
for Goblin's entry?
Also that guy.
Crete.
Okay. All right. Well, he's exiled.
What are you exiling?
Swords to Plowshare.
37. Bye, friend. You were nice.
And then I will play out Guardian of the Forgotten and pass.
Okie dokie. I will untap with all my guys. Tap, draw. Well, let's try to do some dumb stuff. Pay 1 red mana for a Goblin Recruiter. When this enters, search your library for any number of Goblin cards, reveal them, shuffle, put them on top. Set myself up here. So here are the goblins I have. Warchief, Bomber, Redshift, Gem Palm Incinerator, Siege Gang Commander, Grumgully, Goblin Matron, Legion War Boss, House Squad Heavy, Goblin Trashmaster, Muxus, Kranko. Muxus will be the one on top. So there's my land for turn. I'm gonna get the Basilisk Collar. So sack this. That'll die. Runveld Hordemaster will go. Oh, it died. I'm gonna exile thing off top of your library. Oh, would you look at that? It's Muxus. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Muxus. Muxus will enter, and bad things will happen. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Put all Goblin creature cards with mana value 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield. The rest at the bottom of your library in random order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, look at me.
Whoa, that's
I'm
so many
so good at
goblins.
magic. Grumgully. Just gonna put you over here-ish. Trashmaster, Siege Gang Commander, Hull Squad Heavy, Goblin War Chief, Kranko. They'll come in with counters because of Grumgully. There's also 2 little friends here that enter. No, sorry, 3. Times 3 that also have a +1/+1 counter on them. This says goblins are cheaper. All my goblins have haste. Start your engines. Yeah, they have haste. Beginning of combat, create a goblin. It attacks. Max speed, add mana. Yeah, that's pretty gross. So I think I'm just gonna turn things sideways because that's fun and dumb, and I like that. But first, I'm gonna tap Kranko and create X11 goblins, where X is the number of goblins I control.
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty nasty.
Seems good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm making 17 more goblins. And they all have haste. 17 with +1/+1 counters. They are 1/1s, and they have +3/+3 from buffs. So that's a lot. So these are all 5/5s. 17 5/5s over here. I could just combine them, I guess. So
Oh,
it's
that's all.
20.
It seems like a lot.
So I'm gonna send all the real boys at Mia, all the not real boys at Olivia. Yeah, I'm gonna write their numbers on them. 6 power. This is 6 power. Okay, those are the numbers coming at you, Mia.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna respond to attacks really quickly just by
Sure.
paying 3. And I'm gonna flash in Sicarian Infiltrator and copy him.
What's that do?
He's just a 1/2 that says when he enters the battlefield, I draw a card. Also an
Okay.
artifact.
Cool.
So I'm gonna draw 2 cards because 2 copies of him came in.
Okay.
And now I'm going to look at blocks. Okay. Grumgully is gonna be blocked by Spectrum Sentinel because he has pro multicolored. 7 with Muxus gets blocked by Silver Raven.
Okay, so Muxus and Grumgully are blocked.
Yeah. Okay, I will be blocking 2 of the 6s with these 2.
Okay.
And I could block another 6 with Scrap Trawler.
So then these guys get through. 17. 6, 4, 4, 3.
17 gets through.
Okay.
Go down to 12.
Cool. And then Olivia, you've got the rest of the idiots coming at you. Yeah, you've got 25 5s coming at you and 3 4 4s. And a rat for good measure.
I don't think you needed the rat for good measure.
Hundo will do it in most
The-
cases.
These will die, and I'll stack it so that Silver Raven and Soul Guide come back to my hand. All right,
Yeah,
go to
That was
turn.
my turn.
Oh joy!
Goblin Recruiter is a good card.
I'm gonna play Murgonda Raceway, and since I have max speed, it's gonna be Ancient Tomb without the pain. You know, this looked a lot better before you swung for like 200. You know, my turn was a lot better. I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna copy Soul Guide Lantern. I'll exile. I don't know. Doesn't matter at this point. I don't know if
Okay.
you.
Here, my city on fire.
Yeah, whatever you think is best. I'll pay 1 for Silver Raven and 2 to copy Swooping Lookout. And then I can move to combat.
Uh-huh.
And I can make Mendicant Core unblockable, but I don't think that does it.
How much damage you got?
I got it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 commander and she has 3 marked on her. So
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's to Alias and Olivia. I mean, setting up Goblin Recruiter and Muxus was just genius by AliasV. She was laying low. I think I was catching a lot of heat that game, and I was making a lot of enemies and 0 friends. So she was taking the time. She had the Muxus. Oh, find the Recruiter. And it's just like one of the best synergies in Goblins. You get to literally put your 5 most wanted goblins on the battlefield right now. I think what really did it for her too was that Ruby Medallion. It made so much mana.
Yeah, it was so good. Putting all those lords out and then also giving them haste so any tokens that came in were just gigantic tokens that could swing instantly. It was so awesome. Some people do combos this way, but you can also just beat to the face.
Yeah, we were in more of a bracket for beating, and that's exactly what she did. So if you want to see more gameplay, Talia and Mudsta are here in this video, which I think you should watch right now.